It is MelkStehul here with you for another Idle Heroes video. There is about 14 hours or so to go until the Black Friday event drops on the Idle Heroes server, but they've already released on Facebook what you're going to get or what you can expect in terms of packages and things to buy or trade for on Black Friday, which is great. Black Friday is probably the event that one of the key events that we all look forward to every single year, apart from Christmas, the Chinese New Year event, as well as the anniversary event. If you're looking for deep value, this is probably one of those times that will make most of you smile, or hopefully it should. So without further ado, let's get into this week's episode. Well, it'll be a two-part episode or three-part episode. The first part, and what today's video is about, will be my usual value analysis. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. My name is MelkStehul, and I typically do value analysis of what you can buy every single week. For those of you that are returning, thank you for your support as always. But yes, that's what we'll be doing in this first video. We're going to look at the value that you can expect from each of these packages and which one you should probably buy. Then tomorrow I'll do a video on the heroic or the profit orb event and what you can get out of that. And then I might combine that also with just the 320 summons that I will do. But without further ado, let's talk about Black Friday and what you can buy or what you can expect to trade for gems. So the first thing, the value packages. Tomorrow's a profit orb event, but because it's Black Friday, they're being extra nice and they're going to throw in a couple of extra gems for each of these packages, which is great. They're also going to throw in profit orbs for the $10. Number 4 is a $30 one, and number 3 is a $50 value pack. The $70 and the $100 value pack, you're going to get these Vs. You can't actually, they're points, and you'll see where you can use these points later. And it's going a lot of you are going to be like, fuck, that's a really shitty thing to do. The fact that you have to pay for some of the top tier rewards by buying the two most expensive value packages, you're going to be angry. I get it. But that's how this game works. They did it this week. They're going to do it Black Friday. But you get a lot of free stuff Black Friday. So just keep that in mind. But yes, next week's the next event's a profit orb event. You're going to get bonus gems, bonus profit orbs. So very, very good. Yum, 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 yum. But you're up here, you're also going to get gems and these points. And we'll talk about that soon. On top of the value packs, you're going to be able to exchange things using gems for other goodies depending on your VIP level. The higher the VIP level, the more things you can exchange and the more stuff you can get. You might think, ooh, VIP 11, 12, 13, aren't they lucky? They can exchange for light dark shards. It's not that great value. When I've done the math, it's not that great a value. So just stay tuned. But yes, these aren't all, instantly you think when you look at these are all great deals. They're not all great deals. Just beware, right? We're going to do the value analysis. Then, as I alluded to earlier, and as most of you are probably who read on Reddit, expect that there will be, depending on how many profit orbs you complete and how many, I forget what the other thing is. I think it's got to do with five-star replacements. You're going to be able to get a number of points. And the max number of points you can get for free without buying anything is 380 points. Meaning you can get all this free stuff up to the 300 point mark. So you're going to get a Kiss of Ghost artifact. You're going to get this useless shoe. What's it called? I have one of those. The shoe was one of the first artifacts I got. And honestly, it's free. I'm not going to complain about it. But it's kind of useless. I haven't been able to use it on anyone. Where are my artifacts? So it is this one. Tread of Lightness. Speed, HP, crit. You're not going to really use it on Penny. You could. She needs crit and she needs health and she needs to go quick. You could use it on her. I've used it mainly on Valentino, who needs speed HP. Doesn't really need the crit. You're not going to use it on the robot, the Unimax 3000. You could use... There's very few heroes you can use this on. That need speed, HP, and crit. That unique combination. Save for Penny, right? But most people run the dildo on Penny, which surprisingly you're not going to get this week. A lot of people are expecting the I keep calling it a dildo, but I shouldn't. So then kids can watch. Kids, don't ask your parents what a dildo is. It is a candy cane. No, it's not a candy cane. So the Punisher Staff of Mortal is what Penny usually runs, and you're not going to get it this time around, which is kind of surprising. Anyway, like I said, you're going to get 380 points just by doing all the summons, and I think it's a replacement of 5-star heroes in the branches area. But then to get 400, 500, 600, 700 points threshold to get these extra points, you have to buy the $100 and the $70 value pack. I know it sucks, but that's how it works, right? And so you're going to get all these extra rewards. Ada's nice. Demon Bell is the must-have artifact. In my opinion, out of all the artifacts that you need these. You need a lot of these, and I'm going to go for it. Then you get a ramen. And then it's interesting. The interesting thing to note about the fact is where they've placed these heroes. Ada at 400, ramen at 600. The placement is interesting because it tells you what they think is more valuable. They're saying Amun-Ra is more valuable than Ada, even though Ada is still a top tier hero must-have right now. That means that the light hero coming Christmas is going to kill Ada, the value of Ada, meaning it's going to be super powerful. The fact that they've placed it like this, it gives it away. That's my understanding. That is my interpretation. All right. Then at the 700 point level, you're going to get these fancy avatars in this gold frame. And this gold frame is special because it gives you plus 5% HP, plus 5% crit, plus 5% attack. And you're probably going, well, hang the fuck on. That's completely unfair. That seems like overkill. By all accounts, this frame, these incremental attributes only apply in certain situations. One, on your friends list, which is kind of useless. It's kind of stupid, right? Because then the reason why you have friends, or the reason why I have friends, is to test my lineup against them. So if it artificially increases the power of my team against my friends, it makes the testing useless, right? Especially when I'm testing for Crystal Crown League. So this isn't that great a reward. So like I said, you can only use it. It only applies on your friends list. On Celestial Island, where you don't even need a powerful hero. So unless they rework this, where you really need a powerful team to kill the monster in Nest of Void, it's wasted. The other place I've been told where it applies, and it's yet to be confirmed, is in Free Team Up Arena, which is, yeah, it's probably nice. You can argue it's nice here. You can use it here, right, to get to the top, to help your team get to the top. But apart from that, it doesn't apply in the Crystal Crown League, and it doesn't apply in Trial of the Champions. So that's the only thing to keep in mind when you're thinking, ooh, 700 points, should I go for it? It's kind of unfair. The whales are going to win again. No, it doesn't actually matter. It doesn't apply where it matters most, which is Crystal Crown League and Trial of the Champions. The final thing you're going to get in Black Friday, as per usual, is this golden card. Runs for 15 days, and it's going to be $20. Last year it was $20, so I don't know why it's not going to be $20 this year. If it's $20 or lower, just buy it. On a value basis, it's as good as the monthly VIP card that you're going to get, which is the best value you can get in this game. So if you're a monthly VIP card spender only, you're going to buy this card. Just buy this card. Okay, so that's the Black Friday event and what you can potentially buy. Let's talk about value now, right? So we got the Profit Orb value packs first. Normally, this is what you get, right? So normally during a Profit Orb event, there are 4 value packs. The top value pack gives you 5,000 gems, 33 Profit Orbs on an equivalent gems basis. So converting all 33 of these orbs at 450 gems per Profit Orb, because in the Aspen dungeon, you can buy Profit Orbs at 450 gems a piece. Well, in a pack of, I think, 5, is it? Could be more. But it costs you 450 gems per Profit Orb. But the reason why we convert all these value packages to the equivalent gems basis is so then we can do the cost per gem math. And so normally the $100 value pack is the best value pack. It's 0.5% per gem. And the worst value one is the $10 one. This week it's completely flipped. Well, potentially depending on when you factor in. This week the value is outstanding, like I said, because of the extra gems and the extra orbs that you get. So it goes all the way down from, for example, 0.5 of a cent per gem to about 0.35 of a cent or 0.36 of a cent per gem. So the best value packs this week are actually the 50, well, the 10 to the $50 ones. These ones are you looking at and saying, well, hang the fuck on. Why aren't these better value? They are. I've left out the value of the points, guys. I don't know how to value the points. So if you go to here, you get 50 points for buying the $100 one, and you get 30 points for buying the $70 pack. And so, yeah, you could argue, look, the 50 points is going to get you at least 10 of these puppies, and so that's worth 1,000. So therefore, you do the conversion. But depending on where you trade those points in at, whether it's, to go from 380 to 400, and at 400, the incremental value is ADA, which is worth a lot compared to the scrolls, as well as the feathers. The value differs. To be completely frank and honest with you, this is probably off. When you factor in the value of those points, it's probably closer to 0.35 of a cent per gem. So let's just, for simplicity's sake, let's just say if you were ever going to buy orbs, this is probably the best time to buy orbs. You might not need them now because you have 320 saved up, but if you're one of those people that buy orbs from time to time, buy it this week. Literally, this is the only week in the entire year where you'll never get any better value than this. All the extra gems, all the extra orbs that you get, just push the value, increases the value that you get and pushes the cost per gem down. But then you're probably asking, well, MelkStehul, where does that stand relatively to all the other value packs that have ever occurred, right? So compared to the VIP cards, where the cost is 0.1 of a cent per gem, you're never going to beat that. That's always going to be the best value. But then when you compare it to things like the Halloween pack 1, or even this week's Thanksgiving pack, where it was 0.2 of a cent per gem, it's not as good value as that. But it is better value than, say, on a normal basis, it's much better value than when you would normally get to buy orbs, or when you would normally get to buy scrolls or wishing coins, right? So it's in between the best value and the normal value when profit orbs are on. Like I said, if you ever thought about buying profit orbs, now's the best time to buy it, right? 0.3 of a cent. I'm skipping ahead to the wrong places. It's not phenomenal value, like at 0.2 of a cent per gem. If it was at 0.2 of a cent per gem, I would say in a heartbeat, definitely buy. But because it's not quite there, that's why I say, because it's 0.35 of a cent per gem, it's only reserved for people that are thinking about buying profit orbs at any time to buy it now and stock it up, right? So that's my feedback. It's not a must get, like say this VIP card, this Glamour Golden card, where again, if we look at the value, the Glamour Golden card, right? So I've done the math here. Black Friday card, $20, 13,320 gems, because you get 888 gems over 15 days, plus feathers, 60 feathers, which I've converted previously in another video. One feather's worth about 48 gems, right? So from that card, you're going to get about 16,200 gems worth of goodies, either real gems or feathers. And when you do the math, that comes out at 0.12 of a cent per gem. And that's better than the VIP monthly card, right? So that's the value packs. And that is also, nicely enough, the Black Friday card analysis. Now we get to these Black Friday favors, these gems for items trades, right? So I've done the analysis here, and it's not all clear cut, right, in terms of the value that you get. So for those of you that are new to my channel, what I typically do is I convert profit orb, scrolls, wishing coins, super wishing coins, etc., all these things, to the equivalent gem, or the lowest cost of getting these items you can get in the game. So Prophet Orbs you can buy in the Aspen Dungeon for 450 gems per Prophet Orb. In the marketplace, you can buy 1,000 scrolls for 8 scrolls for 1,000 gems, which means each scroll is only worth 125 gems, etc., etc., etc. So the only one that I have to explain is basically these ones, because some of you might be like, well, how the fuck did you work out the value of an elite 5-star hero shard? So great question. With the elite 5-star hero shards, you have a very high chance to get something that I consider food, and a very low chance to get something that's genuinely elite, right? So the genuinely elite heroes in the 5-star elite hero shard pool are Horus, Gustin, Penny, Cthulhu, Nakia, and Oberon. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 1.42% is 9%. So there's a 9% chance you can get an elite hero, meaning there's a 91% chance you can get junk. And junk, like we said, with the senior merchant in the Aspen Dungeon, you can buy a 5-star hero shard for 1,000 food, right? So that's how I got to the value of an elite 5-star hero shard. Basically, chance of getting a good hero versus a junk hero times the value gives you the expected value. Elite hero shard is worth about 1,200 gems each. Now you're probably asking, well, how do you calculate the value of an actual elite hero? And this is one that, for those of you new to the channel, I'm going to post a link to the video below where I converted basically everything from a campaign during when the campaign was on to the equivalent gems. And very quickly, basically what I did was, look, I said heroic scrolls. It cost 100 of the campaign currency, but it's only worth 125 gems. So then the conversion factor is 1 campaign currency is worth 1.25 gems. So on that conversion basis alone, I converted all these items to what they're worth in gems. And so Augustin that week, which is a genuine elite hero, was worth about 3,375 gems. And so that's how we got that actual elite number, right? So the actual elite heroes this week that are definite: Nakia, Oberon, Gustin. I've said each one is worth 3,325 gems. You might value it differently because you intrinsically think it's worth more. But me using math and where I was able to triangulate numbers, I think it's worth about 3,375 gems. Okay? Light Dark Hero 5-star shard. So for those of you VIP 10 and above, which I think is very few of you. I'm only VIP 10, guys, right? How did you get to the 3,000 gems, MelkStehul? Why is it not at least 3,375? The answer is, honestly, it's also got to do with what's in the light dark shard pool. In that pool, for example, the light pool, I think they've taken Gurki out, but basically you have a chance to get every other light hero. So if we go there, right, and it's not all these same odds. So if we go here, so in the light dark hero pool, you can basically get near every hero. So from basically Asmo, Michelle, Faithblade, Belrain, and Ada, right? For me, the only one that I need in there is Ada. Everyone else is Faithblade and Michelle I still consider food. Faithblade, even after rework, notice how no one's talking about it because it's still food, right? So it's the same as Gurki. Michelle, they say they're working on it, but honestly, I don't know how much more powerful they're going to make Michelle. So I still consider her food, or him or her food, right? Belrain, yeah, very much in the meta, but you can actually get it from completing the Heroic Miracle this week. And I've already got an E2 Belrain, and I have enough copies to get her to E5. So it's a question of, do you actually need any of these heroes is the ultimate question. Because if you don't, then the value of the elite light dark hero shard is 0. And then you can only really value the feathers, which, if you go all the way back to the campaign event where I'll leave a link to the video below where I explained this table and I converted everything. I've basically calculated out the fact that each feather one feather was worth 50 gems, right? So you're going to get feathers in a couple of these value packs. I've converted on the basis of 48 gems per feather. The skin is, to me, is worthless, right? It's because it's not even an elite or a limited skin. It's just a normal skin. But going back to the campaign event where I converted the skin that week, I got it out at 1,875 gems per skin. It's not worth that much. To me, it's useless. Okay, so now that I've explained how I got the market value for the Elite 5-star hero shards all the way to the skin, I've then gone away and basically converted all these different favors or packs to the equivalent gems basis, what I call market value. And basically what I've done after that is I said, look, for VIP 0, cost 200 gems, you get 4 scrolls, which when you convert it to the market value, what's the 4 scrolls worth? It's worth 500 gems. So what's the surplus or loss? 300 gems surplus. You're paying 200 to get something that's worth 500. That means you're gaining 300, right? And so I've done that for all the different VIP level things you can swap out for. And you would normally expect to see, well, hang on, why aren't these all surpluses? Why are there some negatives, right? So let's look at a couple of these. So VIP level 3, why is it negative? What are you getting, right? So we go to VIP level 3. The thing that makes this pack worthless is this artifact fragment. It's not even legendary, or sorry, elite exclusive artifact fragment. This looks like a normal artifact fragment, which I've valued at nothing. That's why this VIP 3 value pack, 2 orbs cost you 900 gems, which means this artifact, if you think it's worth more than 100, get it. But the value for me just isn't there at VIP 3, right? So then if we go to VIP 6, all right, why is that negative? Why isn't the value necessarily there? Okay, let's go. VIP 6, what do we get? It's probably got to do with the value of the VIP 6. Yeah, it's got to do with what you think this elite 5-star hero fragment is worth. I think it's worth 1,200. They obviously think, the game obviously thinks, the developers think it's worth much more. All right, so if you think it's worth much more, go for it. And similarly for the VIP 8 one, I don't think it's worth, yeah, it's got to do with these elite hero shards. It's just not there. The value's not there. It's not worth more than 1,200 using pure math, right? So on that basis, you know, the market value, just be careful. Not everything is valuable, all right? I'm not going to explain each one of these, but you can see how the math was done. So if you believe these market value numbers, then it's just a matter of me multiplying how many of these things that you get by the market value to get this market value, column N. So that minus what it costs gives you the surplus or loss, right? For those of you that are deeply value conscious, you might be interested in the RV value, the Rob Valentine value. Yes, Rob, I've changed from RV index to RV value. So Rob Valentine is a subscriber of mine and a loyal watcher. And Rob basically said, look, MelkStehul, everything in this game is about food, right? So all food is basically worth 400 gems. Let's just keep it simple. Even the elite ones, let's just say it's worth 400. So then you're probably asking, well, how the hell did you get to 400? Guys, in the event rate every day, you can buy a smash basically for 50 gems per smash. And each time you smash, you get 1 4-star hero. You need 8 4-star heroes to fuse together to make 1 5-star hero. 8 times 50, 400. That's how we get to the 400, right? So that explains these different 5-star hero shards. We value them all at 400. Fine. So then you're like, well, hang on, MelkStehul. How'd you get 165 gems per profit orb? You can buy them for 450. Where can I get it for 165? No. We're saying each profit orb, you pay 450, but you're only getting 165 5 gems worth of value in return. And here's how the math works for that. Very quickly, right? Profit orb 450. Yep, that's the lowest cost. There's a 33% chance to get a 5-star hero and a 67% chance to get a 4-star hero. I've already told you that the cheapest place to get a 4-star hero is 50 gems in the event rate every day. And I've already told you about why a 5-star hero costs or is only worth 400 gems, because it's the cheapest place you get it in the event rate, right? So therefore, when you do the expected value, so the chance of getting these 5-star hero and a 4-star hero times the value of those heroes, the expected value is only 166 gems. So yes, guys, with orbs, you're paying 450 gems effectively to get back 165 gems worth of value. Same with scrolls. You're paying 125 gems per scroll to get back 22.6 gems worth of 22.6 gems worth of value in terms of food, right? So that's how we get these, and we've converted the wishing coins on that basis and the super wishing coins on that basis as well. And that's how we get these RV values, right? And so when you convert all these VIP favors or packs that you can get, you'll see basically the RV values negative for all of them. Meaning, if you were deeply value conscious, like super, like I mean a real miser, you wouldn't buy any, or you wouldn't trade your gems for any of these packs at all. You would continue just to buy from the event raid, smash as many times as possible every single day. Or if you were at Seal Lens 17 or greater, where the cost of buying the first 3 smashes is 100 gems per, you can see I've already bought the first 3 smashes, but the first 3 smashes cost 100 gems each. And when you factor in what you get for the 100 gems at level 17, it's the same as event raid, right? And at level 18, 19, and 20, it's better value than the event raid. So if you're at least level 17 in Seal Land, you should be smashing at least 3 times a day at 100 gems per smash. After that, from smash 4 to 6, it's 200 gems. And then after that, I think it's 300 gems a piece. You should always buy the first 3 smashes in Seal Land, especially if you are at Seal Land 17, because then the value is the same as what you get in event raid for buying the extra smashes here to get the 4-star hero shard, right? And that's the best value you can get in the game, right? So if you're deeply value conscious, you would not buy any of these VIP packages. You would be like, nah, screw it. These are not worth it compared to Seal Land 17 and above and what you get, and compared to event raid. But I know most of you guys are in between. They're like, oh, what do you mean? That doesn't really make sense, MelkStehul. Profit orbs, scrolls are worth 125 gems each, and they're selling them here for only 500. There's a value here of 300. I recognize that most of you is probably somewhere between market value and the Rob Valentine value. So my advice to you is to just use both and go for what you're comfortable with buying. I've highlighted the ones I think you should buy. So VIP 0 to VIP 4, I think are pretty decent value, relatively speaking, if you aren't deeply value conscious. And I think VIP packs 7 and 8, if you can get those, are also a pretty good value. All right. So 7 and 8, and maybe 9, depending on how many Gustins you have. But that's the, actually, does that work out? Why is that only 25? 25, you get 10 there. Oh, I know why. Yes. So yeah, VIP 7, 9, maybe 8. 8 is questionable. Again, it really depends on whether or not you value that Gustin as much as anyone. But value packs 0 to 4, not value packs, VIP tier packs 0 to 4 and 7 to 9 are my recommendations. And if you're a whale, you don't really need me to tell you how to spend your money. You're probably going to get these anyway. But for me, because I already have nearly all the light dark heroes I need for the lineup I'm building, I'm only waiting for the Christmas hero. I might need a couple of Ada copies to get my second Ada up. But the reality is that chance of getting Ada from these light dark hero shards, super hard. And I'm probably going to skip 11 to 12. Well, one, because I'm only VIP 10. But two, I'm probably going to skip VIP 10. I'm just not going to buy it. But stay tuned for tomorrow's video and I'll show you what I actually get. Anyway, guys, that's my Black Friday value analysis. Leave a thumbs up if you found it useful. If you didn't, then please don't leave a thumbs down. I just appreciate you just moving on. Anyway, hope you have a great Friday and enjoy Black Friday, guys. It's just the game at the end of the day. Spend if you have the money. If you don't, I'm sure there's better things to spend your money on than a silly computer game. Thanks for watching as always. Have a great day.